Oh, well, that was faster than usual. Give me just a second and I'll get over to YouTube so I can see stuff the way you guys will be seeing it. Okay. Let's shut that off. Oh, now I know what I forgot. Oops, okay, we won't shut that off. Okay, let's refresh this. I got out my regular bin of creepy, not so I don't have access to any of the images we culled recently because um they're in a different bin. They're in a different bin. I have no idea what I'm doing. No idea what I'm doing. But I have some corrugated cardboard, so I thought that might get us started. And we'll just see where everything goes from there. So we're back in the normal creepy bin that we were working in before I was harvesting all of the... Okay, that could be creepy, right? Okay. I think I want to do a torn edges, sort of glue book style collage tonight. That's just what I'm feeling. That's kind of a creepy asylum vibe to me. Maybe. Okay, so here we go. I think I'm getting a sense. This side might be super. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, I love that. But look, it's on the back of our potential UFO page. Oh, I may have to take that to the coffee shop and make it, because that's awesome. Okay. All right. I did not make it into Rosemary's Live tonight. I slept until very late. I didn't go to bed until after 12:30 today. All right, so I think we might use some of this. I like this one and that one, or this one, but any of these could apply so far to just the image we have on there. I came in just at the end of Rosemary's Live and I was trying to, and then it was dinner time. But I've barely been awake. So I'm just looking through some magazine images to see what we might want to use. So I think we'll go with this one. So let's go ahead and cut that out. We'll trim it up on the trimmer when we're ready. We'll leave the top straight so that we have a starting point. And then let's see what we've got. There's one of those. We don't need, we may only need 2 or 3 like images. But we'll see. We shall see. Oh, that might be good. Okay, we'll think about taking something off there. Let's see. No. Too big. Too jellyfishy. Too denim. Still too jellyfishy. Not scary enough. Huh. Okay. So, here we go. Oops, I threw something on the floor. Okay, let's leave that up there. This is from that weird magazine that we harvested a while back. I had totally forgotten about these images. Gotta do something creepy at Christmas time, right? That might be a good one. Maybe based on the first image we're kind of just looking for. Let me pull some of these up that we know we're not going to use. Look at some great stuff though. Okay, so we pulled, the very first thing we pulled was the corrugated cardboard. Maybe I want less than, maybe I want, I'm trying to tear it organically. Maybe I want slightly less corrugated cardboard. So what if we do that? Do we want to have some of it showing? We may even grunge it up with a little bit of I love this image, but I don't think it's right for, it's not, it's a size thing. I don't think size-wise it's going to work. Now, do I like these better? Do I want to tear one of those off there instead of this one? Maybe. Let me set that up there and think about it. Too big. Let's see. Oh, I did finally find the Nosferatu head. I don't think that's right for this page though. So I'm just flipping through some things off to the side here, trying to find something that works. See, we've got some little small ones over here. I think those are a little too stylized for this. Nope, none of those are speaking to me. Autopsy of the Soul. Ooh, maybe. That's a good one. Okay. What do we need to do? That might be okay. Let's put that up there. Okay. So far, I'm not finding anything else. Just looking through some stuff. Time could always be a thing. Get down there. Okay. I don't know where we're going to put that yet, but I think it needs to be on there. Okay. Does this find anybody like Baby Poe? What is it supposed to be? Does it say? A postcard for the special drunk in your life? It's from the park on Fremont thing. All right. Not this time. Let's see. Oh my. Oh, way too big. Okay, that's just too big. Let's see. Oh, well, that does not go in there. I wonder I couldn't find it. Okay. Oh, back to the 4-letter word. I'm with you, boo hiss. I am working on this collage. It's just me, myself, and I for a little while there. It's all good, though. I'm just looking through some images. I started off with this, which reminds me it was a big square, but it looked like a patient in an asylum sitting on a bed, you know. It's kind of red lit. And so I'm looking for stuff to go with that. Ooh, we got some eyeballs that I peeled off a Carla package. I might use a few of those. I started with the corrugated cardboard, actually, is where I started with this. this is where we're at, just so. I do want some of the corrugated cardboard to show, and we may grunge that up. I think I'm not gonna, the things that I rip, I think I'm gonna leave ripped. Oh, yeah, right? Okay. Let's see. Because it's already damaged, and I'm going to just leave it that way. I'm not going to try and repair the damage. I had a lot of fun trying to get this off that package. Do we want to? I don't know if I'm totally 100% in love with that. I'm trying. And I'm toying with the idea of taking the skull off there. Just ripping one. I like the brown eye with the yellow stain. This first one. This one right here. I don't know. Or I think that's kind of similar. I'm working out where I'm going to put it. Okay, let's rip some edges. I'm feeling torn edges tonight. I really am. I'm not feeling perfect little cut edges. I just want everything to be kind of organic. So probably we're going to tear this too. And later I'll be like, why'd I rip all these edges? If I don't wind up using something. I'm going to leave that bottom edge straight because otherwise it'll rip the fingers. We'll try and cover it. Let's see about tearing this out without screwing up the words. More eyeballs to go. Let's see, I think we're, I know, got more images in here. Oh, that shouldn't have been in there. I forgot about our little tag that we made. All right, let's see what's in here. Here's where all those went. Sometimes you gotta look through your bins. There we go. We're coming up on some more images. what else we can come up with. What would look good on this collage? Not stuff from Egypt, I don't think. Maybe. Let's see. We've got some pictures of some of, I think it's Jupiter's moons. I might use one of those. Egyptian stuff. I'm not feeling that. Lots of images. But we're going for more subtle. Okay, we've got a little bit of a cemetery. Be too big for what we're doing here. Too big. Dude, I'm not doing very good at the talking today, am I? So, on the Halloween books and sleeping. Let's see if I'll tear this one. Graveyard is a good image, kind of. Going crazy collage. It's got that kind of psychiatric. A little bit bananas. I don't think it matters which one I use. But give it a little backstory with some pictures of children. Got a little cemetery. I think I want to push that down just a little bit because I do want some of the cardboard to peek out. So everything doesn't need to fit flush. We can have some. I do want that straight edge of the arm though to push that. Okay. Let's do this. Let's push this over here. I think that'll work. Let's see. How do we like that? I didn't realize it was so. So up that arm too much though. Because we're losing sight of that. All right. How do we feel about that? Oh, Janice, hip arthritis. That is no fun. 2 days in a row, maybe that was enough for the week. Okay. I distract myself with doing this kind of stuff. It takes my mind off. It doesn't make the pain go away. It does not make the pain better. But it provides, let's see. We'll straighten that out a little bit, but I think that's pretty much. This says autopsy of the soul. Hey, Carla. Hopefully we're not losing too much of that first image of the red tint girl who, oh, and you can hardly get a surgery scheduled at Christmas. Good grief. Okay, so I'm going to take a picture of this because I really like how this is coming out. And I know I will never get it back the same way because I want to grunge up this corrugated cardboard back here. And I think I want to put some of that citron, that one yellowy color up there that we used last time. I really like that. Why is Elle sharing a reel with me? I think Elle has lost her mind. Okay, so let's get a picture of this. So I have something to work from. All right, picture taken. Now let's put that on the screen. And I'll keep that right over here off to the side where I can refer to it. All right, let me take this extra stuff off because I'm about to bring some paint into this shenanigans. I auditioned a bunch of stuff. And look, guys, I was cleaning up my room a couple weeks ago, a little bit. Then I did finally find the Nosferatu head. Oh, that's nice, Carla. You like the cardboard? Yeah, I got a package and it had gotten wet at some point, part of it. It didn't affect the contents inside, but the cardboard was already becoming away from the, the outer layer was coming away from the corrugated inner layer. So I just peeled it apart and went with it. And I kind of like it. Okay, so we're going to start by inking some stuff so that it's inked after we do the painty bits. Hey, Leslie. Yes, I'm going to ink a lot with that plastic cover on there. I am still good. So we're going with kind of a Dark Night of the Soul theme for this. I started with this image right here, which as I uncover it, you may see better. It's a woman in a medical gown, and which you can't see because I tore it. She was sitting on like one of those metal frame beds, like in a psych ward or asylum or just an old-timey hospital. But you can't see her face. And I just think it has a very kind of that Dark Night of the Soul kind of feeling. And then I was trying to give it a little bit of a backstory with some of the other image choices. We publish papers twice a month, so every other week. Oh, but then getting somebody to do surgery for you at Christmas could be difficult. And you don't want to use up your vacation time for that, because that sucks. I'm just going to try and tear some of this white off, because that's a lot to try and ink. It's very floppy because it's the back side of the page. Okay. I think that's a little more doable. Not that I don't like having big, it's just, I have some impatience today, is all I'm saying. Yeah, and you want them to pay attention to the surgery, not thinking about their trip bail or the Christmas shopping they haven't finished. Although it may be a weird blank time in a doctor's schedule, like where people who might otherwise need surgery put it off because they want to go see their family or they're having their family over for the holidays. It could maybe a little bit work to your advantage. You could poke around a little bit and see. The worst thing that happens is you find out it's impossible to do it at that time, which is unfortunate. Yeah, all the rain will definitely. Does it bother you in the winter more when it's cold too? So anybody who had a package that was supposed to go out today, like you received the notification from Pirate Ship or wherever, it's not coming today. It's gonna have to. I'm gonna reschedule for tomorrow. I went out there to bring in the box because I was sleeping and nobody else checked, and the post person did not come and pick up the mail today, despite the fact that I scheduled a pickup. Yesterday, they left a package in the box, my Etsy package that had to be shipped yesterday, and nobody checked yesterday either to see if he came early enough to do anything about it. So I will not be a star seller next month either. Thank you, Mr. Postman. Sometimes you can do all the right things and it just doesn't work out. I think we're going to add a little bit of paint or ink to that. I'm just bitching in general. We haven't had the mailman not pick up for a while now, so didn't even cross my mind that could be a thing. Maybe maybe our mailman's on vacation. I'm going to even ink up into the damaged part here. And the damage is from me trying to peel it off a package because I couldn't just let it go. I could not. I had to save it. Yeah, I know about that. But sometimes people don't write exactly around Christmas because they want to, they're having family in or they're going to see their family. Yeah. I don't know. But then there is the end of the year. Got to use up my insurance. You want to get the most out of your insurance dollar every year for sure. Especially if you need something major done. You don't want to save it for the beginning of the year when you have to pay the big copay, When it's still, you haven't met your deductible. That's better if you can do it in small chunks for smaller appointments and needs. You just take it as chronic pain is hard though. I hear you because you don't have any control over it and you don't know when it's coming or when it's going. I'm so sorry, Janice. I often wonder, some of the nicest people you meet deal with some of the biggest shit. And people who are total assholes just seem to skate through life. No problems at all. That's all I'm saying. I think this will be fun when it's all done. Ooh, I made a rhyme. Right? Well, how's that working out, Karma? What is happening here? And I don't buy into that, God never gives you more than you can handle bullshit. Sometimes there's no reason for things. They just happen. Sometimes it's genetics. But I just feel like there's giant assholes out there who never get sick. They don't really experience pain. And then you meet like the nicest lady or the nicest guy, and they're kind and generous, and they're always supportive of people. And but they're in chronic pain. So I don't know, maybe the chronic pain helps make them who they are, but that seems like, I know karma comes around and gets them, but sometimes you don't get to see it. Sometimes you want to see people get their comeuppance. This is a terrible thing. Somebody sent me a message today. Did you know that Queen Elizabeth died? And my first thought was yes, I live with elves. She is super into the royal family. My second thought was, I don't care. All things in life. I think that I'm sorry she's dead. Don't get me wrong. I don't wish that for anybody, but she was old, and it doesn't affect, in the long run, this is not something that affects my life. I'm going to put a little bit of ink here, and then I think we're going to dribble some paint or something in there. Karma is a bitch. So yeah, sometimes she just they have anti-karma juju or something. Okay, so that's how I want that to go. Oh, I didn't do the words. Do the words need to be done? Let me look at them. Yes, because they have big white edges. These are one of our set of words. It says autopsy of the soul. Which, I feel like if you're having mental health issues, it can be a bit of an autopsy of the soul to go through therapy and all that stuff. Okay. I can't speak to a couple of years, especially if there was a strong bond. You just, I think your soul misses the other person. So I just think that looks kind of like a person in an asylum, and it was red lit. So that was the basis of picking the other images. So I'm going to put those aside briefly, and we're going to do something with this. Let me grab a couple colors of paint from back here. Boy. Okay, we decided we liked that one. Let's see what we come up with. And I'm a little bit up here. I want to do that. Truce. The heartbeat. Yeah. I knew it had a name. I couldn't get there. I need a little bit of a drop clothy thing. We'll just move that down as we go. Just because of the holes. Not because I care about making a mess. No, I don't. You know me. I'm just messy. I'm all right with it. I kind of like that on the other one we did. So, yeah, I'm doing it again. We'll overlay a second color, though. Just a little something. We'll let this dry. Okay. Maybe sage shadow, just a little tiny bit of sage shadow in there. 2 little globs. Let's see what that does. Okay. Doesn't need to be everywhere. All right, so we're going to move that aside to dry. we work on the cardboard. Yes, people cling to. For me, it's when it approaches idolatry. Not that I have a. It's not a religious objection like putting somebody before God or anything. It's just that some people treat them like. I get it, they're royals, but they're really not any different than you or I. A recent event that one guy was like taking charity money and suitcases full of cash. But he got away with it because of who he is for so long. Should I spray this with a little water? And what did I do with my spray bottle? I had it out earlier, and then I had it in my hand. Come on, Amy, you can do this. Did I knock it on the floor? Did I? Hold on, there's another spray bottle. I can beat you, little spray bottle. We've got a bigger one. Haha. All right. Okay. Okay, and then we'll spray that a little bit. Okay. Getting a start on it. Oh, cool. Thanks. I'm glad you like it. Self-absorbed. I don't know. I know that as a family, you know, they have charitable causes, and I'm not trying to shit on the royal family. I'm just saying. I don't understand. It is a tragedy, you know, especially for people who really, you know, feel deeply about it. But I don't understand like the American. What I'm really getting at is it's Britain's history. I get it. But I don't understand America's fascination with the British royal family, you know? That's what I don't get. It's a little weird to me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Got a little carried away there. But who am I to judge? You know, we all have our things that we like that other people think are weird or unusual. So it's more of a I just don't get thing. Like there's so many other things to spend your time on than obsessing about what the royal family's doing, you know? And I'm not talking shit about Els. She doesn't spend a lot of time on it. It's just an interest of hers. I think it's more of a history thing. But yeah. Boggles my mind, but to each their own. Be interesting to see how things settle out and in it from a historical perspective, you know. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to mute briefly and run the heat gun over this, just because we don't want to sit here and watch paint dry for an overly long time. Hey, Leslie. Sorry. And Christine. I'm not trying to ignore. And I'm on top chat. What a dork. Put that on live chat. I'm sorry. And welcome, welcome. So I'm going to go over here and mute briefly while I run this heat gun. I'll be right back. Okay, it's dry-ish. All right, so let's get our base. That's not all the way dry either, but it's dry-ish. So we're going to attach these pieces, and then we'll put the rest of our collage together. So glue would be good. Glue's a thing. It's a heated tool. Now, when you put it from a Kardashian standpoint, yeah, I'm with you all the way. I would much rather see people following the royal family and being obsessed with that than the Kardashians, because that feels like kind of a shit show to me. And again, if that's your guilty pleasure, if it's something that, you know, takes the stress off at the end of the day and stuff, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not for me. It's really on where I'm going with it. Because I have my own shit. I love terrible, terrible, scary movies. And I love the Walking Dead TV show, which some people hate. You know, everything that I love, or that somebody, you know, whatever you're passionate about, somebody else hates. And that's the way of the world. You can't take that shit personally. So that is looking pretty good. I don't know, there's some kind of fiber stuck on there. We're going to leave it. Just like everyone else. Yes, I'm a special snowflake, just like every other special snowflake out there. Sorry, left hand gluing. My right hand is so sore. I have been doing quite a bit of things. Grandkids are coming tomorrow, I hear. I think just the boys. I don't think Miss Shaylee's coming, because she's a full-on teenager now, and we're not cool anymore. She just wants to hang out with her friends. I get it. And she thinks she's an adult now. Like, oh, you can't have all the fun of being an adult. You know, all the things that you think make being an adult fun, and no responsibilities. Because that's not being an adult. That's not how that works. Be a kid. Enjoy it as long as you can. Pretty soon you're going to realize being a kid was pretty cool beans. Yeah, they are very monetarily motivated. But people are willing to spend money on that. I don't get that either. I'm all for secondhand shopping. But you know they're paying more money because the Kardashians wore it. And have you seen some of the stuff they wear? Yeah. Not, I guess it's just because it's outside of my interest range. You know? Okay. I just want to make sure that's staying down before I move on to the next step, because I don't want it to lift away. No lifting away. Yeah, wear out your own jeans, man. No, I buy used because I like to, upcycle things. A lot of clothes wind up in landfills, like ridiculous amounts. Okay, so that's what we're looking at so far. Not great shakes, but not terrible either. Now, let's bring back our collage pieces. Now, nothing is really going in under here except the arm. Let me look at the picture to see how far over she went. So this is the way we had it set up. So she is over. I'm gonna go with right about there. So yeah, this is the what we're going for. That's what we had worked out. So I need the arm. Arm. So this I want in here. Like that. So it's going to go right there. And that has to be glued down first. And I don't know where my pin went. Phooey. I had an orange pin here too somewhere. There it is. I see it under all this stuff. Just to mark so that all right. You buy secondhand at the end of the season. And I try and buy, like when I'm buying something other than like, okay, so I used to, because I don't really buy nice clothes now. You know, not like work quality clothes. I buy a lot of leggings because that's what I wear. I buy a lot of yoga pants because they're comfortable. I don't buy anything with the heavy lycra in it, like the shiny pants, you know. But I used to try to buy like timeless quality pieces, stuff that, you know is gonna, that should be good right about there. It's gonna always kind of work. I try not to buy super trendy clothes. Yeah, and you can always make up for the difference with accessories. You know, you can add color and more trendy stuff that way in accessory pieces that are less expensive. That's how I always approach my work wardrobe. Yeah, and then sometimes you get real lucky and you can find some really nice stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, when I worked at Talbot's, I love their clothes, but they are expensive. Expensive. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, you know what else got tucked up was the eyeball. The eyeball was tucked just a smidge. Or what? Yeah, it was tucked just a smidge. Kind of like that. And then that's the last thing that was tucked under her. So but we have this too. And this one, oh, so I've already kind of screwed it up. Because this went over to the edge. So now we have, okay. Well, let's glue the eyeball down and we'll work from there. We'll see what happens. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Give me a top and a bottom and an edge there. Oh, well, it's good for your health. It's hard on your wardrobe. I hope you find a new spot that fits your style. And there we go. That's what we're looking at. Oops. Let's go ahead and add her in now. I'm going to ink right here a little bit more. I missed some spots. I really hate that happened with your teeth, because it happened, the same thing happened to Mike, and he's still struggling with it. You don't realize how important your dental health is to being able to enjoy, your food life. And it's not just about, eating tons and tons of food, but food is meant to be enjoyable. It's part of community, Oh, there it goes. Oops. We'll just smooth that out a little bit over here. A big glop. At least it's, food is part of community, is part of family. All right, let's get her in there. Let's slide her right there. Oops, but not. I'm going to pull that back just a little bit and down a little bit. I don't want to hide the fingers over here. Okay, so now we can glue down this little edge. There we go. Glue stick. This seems like the moment for a glue stick. There we go. There we go. Right? And I think that's part of the trouble with Mike's is, like, I think his insurance only covers a couple of dentists, and he has pretty good insurance. But and I don't know, I guess it could be an age thing. I don't think most people our age feel comfortable telling a doctor, you fucked this up, fix it. So what if they make it worse? But dental health is so important. And I know what I talk about, because I have some shitty teeth. And I'm terrified that if I got insurance of any kind, I set it up right. That was my problem. Yeah, and rest your gums. Dentist should always be a good relationship, I think. If you feel valued as a customer and, as a patient. If I'm going to need more glue. Ooh. Is this the right glue bottle? Did I pick up the old glue bottle? Where's the lid? Because I can refill this out of a bigger bottle. Hold the phone. Stay. Ay, ay, ay. Yes, I know. Got it. And I'm just knocking stuff over. Smooth moving. Let's get those. Step on that and kill yourself later if you don't pick those up. Okay. Sorry. Ooh, Carla, that's no good. I'm a clencher too, but I have several teeth that are not in really good shape, and that is not helping them. And I had another piece chip off the other day. All of my back teeth are in really, really bad shape, and I'm worried about the front ones. The ones in the front on the bottom, not in great shape. Hopefully I will not regret gluing this down. Okay. So we may be able to pick up a few more images at some point. Okay, the cemetery was going down here. Now let's rough in some of this other stuff that we... Okay, she was kind of... Ooh, blue spots. So I rest my gums at the house. Sorry, that's a little bit funny. Okay. So maybe we'll... I know I wanted this one over here. Maybe we'll move this one. We do need something skinny in there now. No, we actually have this one down here. That one. And then we had this just tucked under it a slight little bit. Because we're trying to avoid covering up all the corrugated cardboard. And we did have this up here. But I think that's going to cover up too much of her head, so we'll move it. Did the moon over here, which is one of I think it's one of Neptune's moons. I think we can actually, let's cut this down just a tiny bit more. We'll re-ink those edges. And I think she'll fit nicely right there. Okay. Oh, Janice. Yeah, no need to fuel that fire. Oh, boy. Just continue to use the big bottle for right now. But we'll leave it on its side. And then I'll refill that little one after the live. Let's put the glue lid over there, though. Okay. Let's push that over just a smidge. Here we go. there. Okay, we're going to peel that up a little bit because I think we're going to tuck her. Right in there. Yeah. Oh, I need a haircut too. I just need a trim. I'm going to let mine grow longer. Hoping for an old lady braid. Just one, old lady braid. And Mike just dyed my hair blue again. It's less vibrant than last time. But I think it's the last time. I'll let the end stay blue, after the trim. But I'm not going to dye it anymore. I'm going to just let the gray have its, I'm ready to make peace with that. I really only colored it because I had always wanted to be a color other than, a traditional. Because for years and years, don't get me wrong, I experimented a lot with my hair as a teenager. But they didn't have as many dye options as they do now. Like, you had to pay a lot of money to get blue hair back in the day. And they didn't have all the bright, fun colors they do now. At least not that I'm aware of. So, now I've done it. And I liked it, and it was fun. But I don't want to put a lot of chemicals in my hair at this age. I do enough sticking my hands in the dye. So I don't need to add it to the top of my head as well. I'm thinking, that might not be a good idea. To continue with that. And I'm not saying it's wrong for other people to color their hair. I don't want to bother with it. I don't want to deal with the expense. Although Els and Mike did buy the dye long term, that wouldn't, I would buy my own dye. So some of it's I just don't want to spend the money on that. But the rest of it is, there's nothing wrong with aging, I've done the military high and tight with clippers. Not on my hair, but I used to do my ex's hair, and I did my son's hair for years, before he got picky. He didn't want to have to say his mom cut his hair, I think, which is understandable for, as children get older. You cut your hair. My mother. I understand that. But when they were little, we did my ex's hair for a long time. But, you read a book and watch videos. I probably could because my hair is, let me see. If I take it down out of the bun, it's the bottom of it's a little bit below my shoulder blades. But really, because it needs to be straightened and the dead ends cut off, it's probably more about towards the end of my shoulder blade. So once it's cut, to trim off the dead ends, probably be about shoulder blade. So just below the shoulders. But I think I'm going to let it grow for a while and get me an old lady braid going on. I just put a smudgy glue fingerprint on that. Sweet. Let me get my napkin. Let's get that right off there. There we go. Okay. Let's glue down the edges. Okay, I think we're out of images now, so we're gonna have to do some fishing. Nothing wrong with that, Janice. I wear mine. That's what I have, Janice. I never learned how to do hair, like to style my hair when I was younger. There's two options, up or down. Probably costs way less. Um, so I wear mine. I wore mine for years and years at work in a ponytail when it wasn't short. Because I've also gone boy short. I've had my hair very short and about a mid length for most of my life. I had when I was very little, I had super long hair down to my butt. I think a lot of kids in the 70s did, you know. So what do I do with those words? They're there. Okay, so we're also going to put this on there, so we need to save room for that. So I'd like to find a little something small to put up here, a little something for here. And if we don't find something for there, the corrugated cardboard is fine with me. But I'm going to put that there as a placeholder because we just maybe not, I don't want to put another eyeball there. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we can come up with. So let's see what we're going to do. Remember, we're keeping up with kind of the madness theme. What about some of these hands? What if we put some of these hands in here? Can we still peel that up just a smidge? Yes, we can. Corrugated cardboard is very forgiving. So what if we put some hands down here? So let's tear that right here. Of course, we want torn edges all the way around because that's the feeling today, torn edges. I don't want helmet head, which is what keeps me away from short hair because most hairstylists, if you try to get short hair when you're older, they give you helmet head. So it looks like you have like permanent helmet on your head. Okay, do I like that? And a cackle. Yeah, I like it. Part of the thing keeping me from short hair, which is super easy to maintain, it's a wash and go thing, is that I have to have it cut more often. Yeah, I think I like that. I think we'll ink that and we'll put that right there. I think that's pretty groovy. Yeah, see, that's the trouble I ran into for years and years. Hospitality still wants that clean cut 1950s traditional men, traditional attire, traditional makeup, no piercings, no tattoos, you know. So if you want to express yourself, you can't do it with your hair, which is the way a lot of people express themselves. You can't, do any body because you have to cover it up. So then you look like a mummy. I would rather have a waiter with full on crazy tattoos than see him come out with bandages, because then I'm like, is this guy a leper in his off time? Like, what's wrong with him that he needs that many bandages? And you know, it's because he has a tattoo, but it's disconcerting is all I'm saying. Just let him have the tattoos. Are they offensive? Probably not. But that's most companies. They don't want anybody with a lot of visible tattoos. They don't, because where do you draw the line at what's offensive, you know, or what's not appropriate for your law office or your restaurant? So I need just a little something for over here. And then we may go to another eyeball. We may go eyeball on that. Okay, I wonder if this kneeling lady is small enough. We can cut her down. But that evokes sadness to me too. Which is kind of, I think, the overall, you know, a little bit of madness. A little bit of... Okay, that's not coming up, so we have to make this as tiny as we can. Top to bottom. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Are you a contractor? Yeah, I mean, honestly, for the most part, like people who have a faux hawk, or they do mohawks with their hair, but when it's down, you can't really tell other than the sides are shaved. If they look, you know, reasonably, I don't have a problem with face piercings. I don't have a problem with tattoos unless it's offensive. You know, it's like a swastika or it's a giant naked lady that, you know. But how can we in this day and age really pretend like nobody has a tattoo? Because roughly 50% of the population now has tattoos. Yeah, that's different standards, right? So I don't agree in that sense, in that we're just pretending like that's not a thing. We're forcing people to hide a huge part of themselves. The color of your hair doesn't affect how you do your job. You're just worried about public image. You don't want people to come in and see, you know, 15 people working and 7 of them have hair that's not a natural color. I think that's a fun office. If I walk into a place and I think some of it has to do with just an aging population. Think about it. People are older than us. If they walk into a place and 7 of the 15 people have not natural hair colors, they have blues and pinks and reds, and they have, you know, side shaved heads, and a couple of them have facial piercings, and 3 of them have a visible tattoo. One guy's got a full sleeve. Admittedly, people of a certain age. Met plenty of older people who are like, whatever makes you happy. I have ankle tattoos that I could cover up with socks or pants. In certain jobs, I never wore a skirt. So policies may change as boomers die, which is a sad thing to say. But even people our age, there's a good 50-50 split. Some people, you know, even though a lot of the people they know have tattoos, they have tattoos like I have tattoos. All of mine can be hidden. If I put my hair down, you don't know there's a spider tattoo on the back of my neck. If I wear pants, you're never going to know I have tattoos on my ankles. But I deliberately got mine because when I was working, every place I worked at, they had to be covered up. And if you had anything visible, you had to cover it with makeup, and the makeup never works right, and it gets all over your clothes. It's just silly. I want to walk into an office and see that 7, 8, 9 split. 7 people with tattoos or whatever and everything. Because I think that's creativity. Those people expressing their creativity on their body. But you see, I can kind of see the point with the tattoos, because there are some amazing out there that's not offensive, that's not naked ladies. But there's also some very bad tattoo art out there, black and white sleeves, that are just really shitty. Oh, nice. That's crazy, Christine. But yeah, because, I'm 51, and I know most of the people I came up with had at least one small tattoo, and a lot of people I know have full sleeves, or they've got tattoos on their back and on their shoulder. So I think I want to find maybe a small word for right here. I'm having trouble with that white space. I like that it's the corrugated cardboard. I'm tempted. Is this bad? I'm tempted to peel up part of this. See if it'll come away from the corrugated cardboard and just tear it a little bit, because I want to see that cardboard down here. There we go. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit of this ink and just come onto that white edge right there. I just want a little peep of the corrugated down there. I'm going to leave that little bit of corrugated cardboard right there. It's okay. That's kind of why we put corrugated cardboard on there. So let's see if we can find just a little word that will work for us. So it wasn't extremely limited words out right now. I don't think rabbit's the right word. Okay, so what did I do with my bucket of words? Over, I think it's over here. Hold on. Hold the phone. Bucket of words. Bucket of words. Bucket of words. Okay, it's a plastic case, but Okay. So. All right. So we just need like a small little word. And of course, what's on top? Tons of big words. Okay. It was small as that would work, but that is. Oh, what about just escape? I like that. Okay. All right. Let's do escape. Well, we'll keep together, but we'll put it in a different bin now. Why swoosh at the end? Okay. So those are just my thoughts. Everybody's different. I'm not saying you're wrong if you feel differently or that we can't be friends. I am just expressing my opinion. I feel like I have to say this stuff now. Don't email me that I'm wrong about how I think. It's how I think. If your thoughts are different, you're welcome to share them with me, of course. But you don't get to tell me I'm wrong. How dare you? Ugh. Because I have an opinion. Just like you have an opinion. And they're like assholes, so everybody's got one. I'm open to hearing what other people have to say. You know, if your feelings are different than mine, I'm not going to be like, you're stupid. We just think differently. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what makes the world an awesome place. Okay. Let me see, because I'm not live, I'm on live. That would be craziness. You'd be surprised at the number of emails I get. How dare you say that? I don't know, because it's my opinion, and I was on a video, and I said it. But I don't mean to be offensive. So that's just what I'm putting out there. I'm not trying to offend anyone or tell you you're wrong if you're among the people that don't want to walk into an office and see people with colored hair and tattoos. That's your opinion is perfectly valid. That's why companies have these policies. But I think we'll see a skew, and I hope I live long enough to see it skew the other way, because I love personal expression, because it's a bodily form of your creativity. And for some people, that is how, they're not artists, they're not painters, they don't express themselves in an art medium. Their personal creativity is expressed in their clothes and their hairstyle and body modification, whatever form it takes. So you know what, I have a thought. Alice gave me this fiber, and I promptly I did. There is an end. I wonder if we could weave this through. I wonder what it would look like if we I wonder if it would be really hard to weave that through the. What if I let me go get one of those bookbinding needles and see if that's something we can do. Or could we what if we just glued it along the edge? Do we like that or do we not like that? What I'm really saying is don't email me. Unless you just want to share your thoughts with me, that's fine. Okay, do we need it in our lives? Or is that just going to make it look messy and weird? I don't know, maybe I'm in a messy. I wanted ripped edges, so maybe I'm in a messy and weird mood. Now the question is, Amy, do you know where your penguin is? If you don't know where your penguin is, you're not doing anything. Hey, I found some more balloons. That's exciting. Ow. Stub my toe. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot about that. Okay, Amy. Oh, I gotta find my penguin soon. What's in here? That's exciting, but definitely not my penguin. Okay, when was the last time you saw your penguin? That's why you have a penguin. Okay. Well, penguin, 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 penguin. Are you up here, penguin? No. I vaguely remember putting in a safe place. Okay, well, in the meantime, let me think about this for a minute. I thought I'm going to need that later tonight. So this is from the dollar store. This is from a while back. I just found it in a pile. They're squishy and woohoo! Reminds me a little bit of the Muppets. Should we sing the Phenomena song? Phenomena. I want to see what color it writes in, actually. Let's turn this over. Oh, black, nice. I think I could sit here and do that for, okay. Put the pens down, Amy, put the pens down. I know they're pastely, but they're fun. That's how you wake up. Does it make you happy? Do it. I do want to do that through there. I may have to go out and borrow a needle from Elle's though, while I figure out where I put my penguin. Let's see. Oh, there was one other thing. So I forgot about this too. This is from like 2 months ago. See, I put things in a safe place. I want to do some. These are for some spring journal ideas I have. So I got these beads. These are oranges and browns. And then this one is just a pretty, this is a very deep purple. And then it's like a, I don't know, it's a green color, but I don't know how to describe it. But I just think it's pretty. And I'm trying to learn a little bit of basic beading. Okay, let me go see if I can borrow a needle from Al's. I'll be right back. Hi. Sorry, ladies, I shall be right back. I know it. All right, I got a whole bucket full now. Sorry, ladies. She was in the middle of something. I had to wait a second. Okay. Oh, nice big needles. Where'd she get those big needles? All right. I'm probably not going to try and thread it through every hole, though. Maybe like every 5th one or something. We don't want to damage the paper. I'll see how easy it is to pass it through the first one and decide from there. Like maybe every 3rd or something. Okay. So let's not start. Let's start with the second one. Oh, that's not that hard. Okay. So let's do like every third one. Okay. Let's let that onto the floor. We still want to keep that loose and fun. So we'll just futz with it a little bit each time. So yeah, I've been missing out on being able to use those. You know, I'm going to bring it up in the hole next to it, and then I'll go down 3 so that we don't have any big empty spaces. So it does have a tendency to bunch, so I've learned something. What did you learn today? Fun for bunches. And then we'll go down 3. Well, now I know you're all anxious to play, but only so much of you can fit through here at one time. All right, so let's loosen up the. Okay, now we can pull it. Because we want like a little eyelashy effect going on. This needle is awesome. I need to get me one this size. Okay. So do you guys have any fun weekend plans? Is anybody working on the new 12 of 22? I haven't even thought about the travel one yet. Other than it's on my, like, oh, that's some shit you need to do. Because I want to finish out the year strong. You know, I do. I'm really liking that. That's fun. Ooh, this was fun. You guys help me think good fun thoughts. Oh, come on, don't be difficult. There we go. It's like it's got a fun, still kind of. Okay. And we'll go down 3. Oh, it's gone. Now, come on, only so much you guys can fit through here at once. Whee! Definitely will not be making a second pass through there. Okay. Okay. Come up right next to that. They're so anxious and they get bunched up. Whee! Ooh. All right, so part of the secret is to fluff it a little bit before you shove it through the hole. Need to finish some hats and wash and pack and send to Lizzie. Is Lizzie doing some kind of challenge? Or are you just donating hats? Are they winter hats? What kind of hats? I have questions. I don't really watch Lizzie's channel. I never get notifications for her, although I know I am subscribed. I don't get notifications for her. Now that I'm thinking about it. She's a sweet lady. As far as I know. I don't know her personally. But she seems very nice. Fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzzy. There we go. Oh, every time I do that, maybe it needs to be turned this way. All right, there we go. Goodness gracious. Oh, come on, you guys. Just behave yourself. There we go. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I wish I crocheted. I don't. That's a very good thing. 1, 2, 3. I can count to 3. Look at me go. I can see that's gonna get caught down there. Sorry, I thumped the camera. That's the equivalent of punching your audience, isn't it? Lovely to have you here, smack. There. I know this isn't terribly exciting for you guys, but I'm enjoying it. I wish I could have got more into that slow stitching thing, but it just wasn't for me. I never had the patience for needlepoint. But the stuff they do looks neat. Like, I do like the way it looks. So it's not an aesthetic thing. It's not like I'm like, oh, that's stupid. I don't like the way it looks. No, it looks cool, but I lack patience. I want it now. I want it, and I want it now. There we go. We're learning as we go. Learning as we go. Oh, that's a scam. Oh, good. I'm glad her daughter fixed that for her. Awesome-tastic. Am I not live on my own? What's going on here? Can you guys see me? I'm frozen. Is it just because I'm not moving? Oh, guess it'd help if I moved my hand. Erp. With remote access. Oh my. Okay. I had a moment. I wasn't moving, so how was I going to see myself moving? Oh my God, I'm such a dork. Such a dork. Can't leave me alone for 5 seconds. And like, why am I frozen? Because you're not moving, dummy. Els has these fiber sets. Oh my God. Els made these fiber sets. And she did like one in a bag that's like a supplement. She did one in a plastic case. Oh my God. I think I'm going to try and buy one of those. I think she only made 6. And I want to try and snag one. Because they're going to be for a good price. I was like, please don't say $15. Please don't say $15. Because my cutoff is kind of around $10 for a single item, unless it's, super amazing. Because I've seen some fiber packs that are amazing, but they're way, way, way out of my price range. And I'm sure they're worth it. I just don't have that kind of money to spend on fiber. 1, 2, 3. I need to start looking around at the thrift store and stuff when I go. I want to do a spring fiber pack to go with my spring fling when it is available. I don't think I did not watch today. I watched a little bit out in the garage while I was putting in some papers. 1, 2, 3. But I didn't catch the end because I put those papers in and I was going to do the second batch, which I'm going to do tonight. The garage is so hot during the day right now, you guys. Sucks the life right out of me. Let's get you to Fluffy Uppy. So she gave me a little bit of the leftover fibers, like if she cut 1, 2. This was one that was the last of this kind. And so I got a little bit of it. I love fiber so much. I don't use it nearly as much as I'd like to. The opportunity doesn't always present itself so cleanly like it has right here, Look at all them holes. That's begging to have something threaded through it. It's kind of my thought process. And then I was over there looking for my penguin. Or no, I was looking for more glue. And I saw this and I thought, It is a little fussy, but oh, sorry. Punch the camera again. So, but yeah, I don't know when she's having her live sale. I don't know if she said yet. Because she was supposed to have it on Wednesday, the day after my sale. And she just wasn't feeling it. Like, she thought maybe it was too early in the month. And, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. It's going to be a nice big sale, though. She's got some stuff from this convention. She's found some really good stuff locally in the last couple weeks. Some stuff that made me go, wait, is that going to go in the sale? Okay. But the fiber is what I'm most interested in right now. But I want to do a fiber, not a huge one, not like the plastic case one, to go with my spring fling kit or pack that's coming out end of the year. Because we're trying to do it for ahead, Okay, so now I gotta figure out how to. I'm gonna tie a knot here, right? Oops. Yeah, sure, that's how you do it. Take right out of the needle. I'll ask her when I go take the needles back. So I'll be able to maybe tell you if she's got a date set for the end of this live. She spends hours prepping that stuff, guys. Ugh. Took her 2 days to make the small fiber pack and almost 3 days to make you know, because she's got to take breaks because of her carpal tunnel. It's the winding the thread on the cards that gives her the fits. Okay, now I want to run this needle up through there. So we're going to have a little bit of an excess here, but that's okay. And I have some left even. I don't know why I left that much on the end. I was smoking crack. Okay, let's get to the end here. Let's try and see if we can't. Slide that onto the needle. Yeah, and just make a little knot on. And we're just going to pull that up a little bit. And then I'm going to put a little glue on the back of that. So now I've got two pieces, but I just love the color and let me put this back in here. All right. That will work. Give me just a second. I need to glue where there's knots are, just so that they do not come. Sure. Okay. I'm done. Then we'll have a big fuzzy mess. Uh-oh. I didn't put the lid back on. Look what I did. Now we get a glue snot booger. I glued over the top. Well, and you know, after a while, it kind of rubs your hands raw even. I can tell. Yeah, right? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, there we go. Get some glue out. I'm just going to make a big glue ball right here. Kind of smush it into. So we're going to leave that there for a second on both sides here. Let that set. I'm going to run that pack of needles back out the L so I don't put it in a safe place and lose it. But also, do we know where the lid to my glue went? No, of course we don't. Amy, you have too much stuff on your desk? Okay, keep the needles in your hand, stupid. Fudge. All right, this one's empty. We're gonna rob from Peter. Steal from Peter. I don't know. Give it a ball. Okay, so I'll be right back. Just gonna leave that like that for a second because I don't want it to glue itself to the table. Let me go give these needles back. Perfect. All right, sorry, ladies. I stopped off at the potty because I stood up twice. I tempted fate. Okay, and that is still a little sticky, so we'll put so it doesn't rest flat. Okay, let's fluff that up. Okay, he's fluffy. And there it is. This is our Madness Collage. Autopsy of the Soul. Which is, I kind of think of therapy when I think of that. That is definitely an autopsy of the soul. Love, love, love the... I'm glad we thought of that. It was a we thing. We thought of that. Hey, Chris, how you doing? So this is one of Carla's upcycled eyeballs from off the packaging of something she sent me. We got hands. Oh, we got a loose edge. We got a runner. It's trying to escape. One loose corner at a time. Okay. We've got the weird hand. And this one says, all that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. And that's an Edgar Allan Poe quote. So this started with this image, which was of a girl on one of those metal beds, kind of like, asylum or hospital, old-timey. And then it was red lit. And it made me think of an asylum. So we don't know if she's a ghost or a patient or what, but I kind of went with this feeling of loss and dread was what, it's a creepy thing. Our words up here say autopsy of the soul, and we've got escape, and then we've got that. And we put our fun fur trim. And I don't know if it's coming out, but it's like a white and green, like a sage green mix. Oh, it's like a cream and sage green. But it's fun. There we go. Now I got to find my penguin because I got plenty of stuff to do tonight. Let's see what kind of time we're sitting at. Oh, 2 hours. You guys are patient. You guys gave me 2 hours on a Thursday night. Dang. 10, 11, 12. 1 o'clock for you people on the East Coast. Oh, my God. Why didn't anybody say anything? You guys are crazy. Thank you for coming and spending time with me. And we got our corrugated cardboard under there, too, which I love. I have a couple more pieces, so we may do another collage with that. With some of that. Where we show more of it. Or put it smack in the middle, maybe, But, yeah, we got... Sweet. I like it. Okay, so we are all done for the night. Thank you guys for coming and spending 2 hours with me for these crazy shenanigans. I enjoyed our little discussions. Right? It just adds a little something. It's a little different. I'm going to have to try and pull more. I want to pull it off of packages that come in because I'll just go into the trash or the recycle, depending on how much tape and stuff is on it. If I can get it off in a reasonably easy, it goes into the recycle. But some of it has to go in the trash because it's got so much tape on it. And I'm guilty of that as well. I am an over taper for sure. But if you'd seen some of the packages, what do I do with that glue stick? You'd understand my tape obsession. So great spending time with you guys. however you're spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Don't forget about hanging in the hollow tomorrow night. I may not have terribly too much to show you new for the serial killer journals because I've been super, super busy. But we will be working on serial killer journals Friday and Sunday. But big focus tomorrow is the Haunted Creepy Baby Birdhouse. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I hope that, however you're spending your days and nights, it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I do wish you the happiest of crafting. It doesn't fix things, but it does distract when you're having problems. So crafting is a fun, amazing thing. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to all of you. I hope to see you real soon. I'll be on at between 5 and 5:30 tomorrow. Have a great weekend to all of you if I don't see you tomorrow. And that is the end. Bye, 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 bye. Good night. The end. Get good rest, ladies.